Hey guys, so I wanted to make this quick stream and just share with you guys some ideas that I had about reusing items. So I like red rose tea. I usually use it to make milk tea. There's a YouTuber called Angel Wong. She has a really good milk tea recipe. I highly recommend you guys check it out. So the thing about this red rose tea is that it comes inside of a cardboard box, and I always hated, opening this thing up. I just feel like it's kind of bulky, and um, I know this sounds so nitpicky here, but whenever I open it up, I'm always seeing it like upside down, and that did not make me too happy because this is like a really flimsy box. And since it is packaged by paper, you see this, I always thought like, man, if it takes me a while to get through this stuff, maybe it loses some flavor. There's no plastic around it, it's just paper. A few days ago, I showed you guys a stream. There was this person who was like tossing out a bunch of things in the recycle bin, and I came across this box. Now, when I picked it up, I knew I could use it as an organizer of sorts, but I wasn't too sure exactly what, but I knew it would be handy. And then I realized, wait a second, I could put this stuff in this stuff. And see? So that way, whatever tea flavor, I feel like it wouldn't get so, what should I say? Like the tea flavor, the tea smell would be a little bit more concentrated or sealed in here. So I'm really happy about this. I'm definitely a lot happier taking this box out. It's nice, it's pretty, it has plants on here. You guys know I'm a big big plant fan, even though I've been battling those museums. And by the way, they did bite me today, and I wasn't too happy about it. But yeah, so here's another thing. Usually for our pills that we usually take in the morning, before we didn't have any container, right? So I would say, let me just use a small little plate, put my supplements over here. I usually take spirulina, and now I've been taking this, what's it, odorless garlic. I think it's supposed to take 2 weeks to work. I can tell you this for a fact. I haven't been taking this 2 weeks. Like I said, I got bit by a no-see-um. Questionable. But the problem with this is when I bring it over to a table, because it's a shallow plate, this stuff can slide. So I came up with this idea. This is a yogurt container. I think it's OUI, O-U-I. They sell their yogurts in glass jars, and well, the great thing about this is that everything stays inside the jar, so even if you drop it, it doesn't bounce out. And then here's this one over here, Munos. I never tried it before. A diver told me it was really good, so I said, okay, let me try it. They said they like fans. They like the premium yogurts. Like they only like having yogurts in glass jars. So with this one, after I'm done with it, I put it in the dishwasher. Tomorrow, my little pill should be inside of this jar moving forward rather than on a plate. Yeah, I don't like having it on a plate, but you just kind of make do with what you have. And finally, of course, if you have a jar lying around that you don't need, definitely repot stuff in here. So this is my, what is this? My high key monk stevia. Yeah, so I use this for milk tea. I don't use sugar. That's how I try to keep my sugar levels a little bit lower. And I kind of like it. This doesn't taste as good as sugar, but having a sugar substitute, I feel like it's better for my sugar levels, and I don't want to consume too much sugar. Sugar is not good for you. I think it's a poison. I've heard that this doesn't really raise your blood sugar levels, and that is good in my book. So, although this is a very short video, I wanted to share this with you guys and encourage you. Hey, if anybody of you guys want to do home organization of sorts, don't just go over to the Container Store or think like, oh, I've got to buy all these organizers for my pills that I take every morning. Use what you got. I like having these yogurt containers, both of these, this one and this one. These were yogurts that I dived, so I didn't pay anything for it, but I think it's usually about a dollar or 2.50 for, yeah, $1.50 or 2.50 or so for these kind of yogurts. And I really like these containers. I hope that I come up with a matching one for this one, maybe, and then I could use this for something else or put it in the recycle bin, or you know what I'm saying? Like that way I'd have a matching set of two. But it's not a high priority for me, and I'm just happy that for this kind of stuff, it's a little bit more eco-friendly than just going out. It's very easy to buy organizers, but the thing I don't like about going out and buying organizers is I'm that kind of person. I don't know exactly what dimensions I would want. I wouldn't be too sure, like, oh, okay, would this work perfectly with the apartment? Would it not? Is it too tall? And that's something like I personally don't want to make a shopping trip just for. I don't want to make a shopping trip just for a container for pills. And we have mugs at home. We have other containers at home. We have containers that come in food or yogurt. So I figure it's better to just use what we have, use what we got and kind of minimize the amount of stuff that we're spending money on and just repurpose things. And yeah. Oh yeah, so I prefer open tea and tea stock. Yeah, that's how people usually make milk tea, Hong Kong style. I like milk tea a lot, but I don't like having all that sugar, so that's why I prefer to make my own milk tea. Milk tea has so much sugar in it, it really adds up. The Hong Kong style with, things like rickshaw tea, that's tasty, but it has a lot of caffeine, and my teeth stain pretty easily with tea, so I try to reduce my consumption tea in a sense. Well, I try to, but I still drink coffee and I still drink milk tea. At least my dentist has a pretty easier way to buff this kind of stuff out. Anyway, I'm gonna get going, but yeah, if you I figure some of you guys might be getting in like cookie tins for Christmas, depending on how it is. To think about keeping it. Think about storing other stuff in there. If you have like cables, you could do that. This is what. Oh, this is kind of messy, but this is what we have. So I have my, what do I have? I have my like Apple cables and my phone cables. I don't know what the name of that is. And then my other phone cables. And I just put them all in one divider. I don't know intentionally what this was for. I picked it up at like the free store while I was making a drop off. And yeah, I knew that I had all these cables lying around, and I heard that you could use this for makeup. Some people use this for their makeup brushes, but for me, this works perfectly. It's not perfectly organized, but you can see there was an attempt made to make it a little neater. And yeah, just use what you got, and it helps make life a little easier. Before, I had this all as a smorgasbord of stuff. Now it's like I kind of keep everything upwards, and I know, okay, this is the cable for iPhones, this is the cable for, this is like an iPhone 4 cable, this one is another another iPhone cable, and this one is for, yeah, a phone. I don't know the name of it, but I know what phone that goes over to. Yeah. Oh, you haven't seen that yogurt in stores? No, Joseph, it's definitely not too fancy. So if you look up Yoplait, it's OUI, we yogurt. They say they carry this stuff, and then they sell the lids. But the thing is that you got to buy the lids online, which kind of blows. So some people said that if you go to, I forgot what it was called, like Cat City or something. You can look it up online. It's like cat food lid. That works really well. I have zero use for a lid, so I'm not going to be buying the lids. But yeah, I like that they encourage repurposing. They use a foil lid. So you see how this one's a foil lid? If you don't have, it doesn't come with a silicone lid. I guess it's better for the environment. It just kind of encourage you, like, okay, what are you gonna do with this? Some people, they put Q-tips in here. Other people then will put like knickknacks in here, binder clips, I imagine. But for us, every morning we take pills. We take supplements. I think this is a bunch of vegan pills. Like, oh yeah, it's a vegan DHA, and then some vegan multivitamin. No, vegan omega 3s, vegan multivitamin. What else did I put in here for him? CoQ10, vitamin C, that odorless garlic, and I think that is it. Yeah, I think that's it. So mine is, like I said, spirulina and the odorless garlic. That's what I do. Usually I include digestive enzymes in here, but we ran out of digestive enzymes and I forgot to reorder. Whoops, my bad. Yeah. Let's see, 12-piece glass of my assistant. Oh, yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm kind of worried about getting sets because I feel like if I get like a dishware set or, one of those preset, like X amount of spoons, X amount of small plates, X amount of bowls, yeah, bowls, spoons, dinner plates. I'm afraid I'm gonna break one and then I'll have an incomplete set. Someone had sent us these beautiful dinner plates. They're kind of like a dinner plate bowl, and I broke one. I did a stream on it, and I think that people were like, "What the hell, Erica? Why are you posting a picture of a broken dinner plate?" I felt so terrible. Every time I look at that dinner plate bowl, I think like, "Man, I broke one." So I think we have five, and originally came as a set of six, but it was a really, really versatile dinner plate. It's white, so hold on. Let me show you guys this stuff. Hold on. I'm streaming, yeah. I haven't been talking to myself for the last.
How many viewers do you have?
More than you.
Oreo baby.
Huh?
Oreo number.
What? I don't know why you're hating on my viewers. Whatever. I'm a small little channel, and I need to break the 3K mark, but that's okay. That is part of the charm of my channel. Small, compact, and at least I know everybody in there. Or mostly everybody. I know mostly everybody in here. Okay, so this is the plate that got sent to us. We had like these terrible dinner plates. Actually, when I say terrible, they were like this. So this one I really like because it's like a bowl. You see it? It's like a bowl slash plate. And I think that if you put anything in here, it looks so much nicer. It doesn't look like a cheapy plate. And I think it's like $35 for 6 plates or so. And then if you buy it on Amazon, it's like a YHY. I put it in the dishwasher all the time. I love this plate so much. I'm very sad that I broke it. But I would recommend it, if you guys are thinking about upgrading your bowls, upgrading your plates, and then just, you want something that looks like it kind of came from a restaurant. It's a really good investment piece to make. And I know it's strange for me to talk about this, but you figure especially if you're eating at home a lot or you're cooking food, you do not want to have like a crappy looking plate. You want a plate that kind of elevates the look of your food. You can put something like mac and cheese over here. It looks a lot better than on a plate like that. So having a white plate is very, very important. For this one, I would not hesitate on buying this again in the event that we wanted to add to our set. But I think we're pretty good right now. I think we're pretty good with our plates, and yeah, I like it a lot. The garlic for the no-see-ums, I'm still getting bit. I'm wearing a short sleeve today, and I got woken up in the middle of the night because I had a bite, and then I woke up and there was a no-see-um hovering above us, and yeah, the garlic, it probably takes 2 weeks to kick in. We'll see. But yeah, we still have no-see-ums flying around. Maybe I see 5 a day. And we try to kill them. And yeah, one no-see-um bit me. And I'm not too happy about it. But I'm pretty sure if I see it today, I will make sure I kill it, I smash it, and it has 0 chance of laying an eggs. Hey, do you know what the police parade your camera did you find out what the police parade Lewis cam by was all about?
Somebody was setting fires to garbage cans.
Oh, someone was setting fire to the garbage can in the middle of the protest. Yeah.
Mostly peaceful.
Mostly peaceful.
Mostly
Yeah.
peaceful.
Okay, mostly peaceful. Yeah. I can't believe Yeah, I can't believe the election thing hasn't been tallied up yet. Personally, I feel that they should have said as soon as we get the ballot, we should count it. So not just count it on election day, but before election day. That's because like right now we're waiting, right? And then we might not hear about certain states until Friday, and that just sucks. Like, I understand that they want to do everything by the books, but if something comes in early, just work through the backlog. Do it like a week beforehand. And then that way, when you get that rush in from November 3rd, November 2nd, it's a lot easier to handle. Yeah. That's just me, if I was running the election, I would say, hey, do it out a week in advance. I think that should be more than enough time. Work through the backlog aggressively. That way, all anybody who's working the polls, they're not too stressed out. They don't have to go through hundreds of thousands of ballots and think they have to go through everything by election day. I don't know how fast and efficient those machines is, but working earlier alleviates stress on everybody. If you have a lazy worker, then they have more time to do kind of stuff. I know it sounds absolutely terrible that I'm saying it this way, but I saw some footage about poll workers opening the ballots, and it looks like they were moving it one by one. And there's this one person, it took her about 2 minutes to open up a ballot. Excruciating slowly. She was working as slow as a snail. And I was thinking to myself, like, really? Why are you working so slow? Why are you working so slow? But um yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was
I
what? What is it?
was speaking to Clinton.
You were yelling at Clinton?
I yelled at Clinton.
Oh, right. Well, Clinton was. Yeah, he has food. I don't know why he's doing that. Maybe you should, pet him or something instead of yelling at him.
I was petting him with my toe.
No, he's mad. Oh, poor guy. Yeah. So, yeah, yeah, so I don't know if those poll workers are paid. I think they're paid. I think all of them are paid, but if they had volunteers, I'm just gonna have to say it, if it was an unpaid volunteer, a person who would be heading up that polling station would probably complain and be like, "You open your envelopes too slow." Yeah, you work too slow and probably want to fire them for being an unpaid volunteer. I'm just thinking about my time where I was criticized about. Oh, did you? Oh, crap. There's an Oseam over there. Crap. There's an Oseam. Yeah. Louis put a bowl in the dishwasher and I saw an Oseam. Yeah. Anyway. These frickin' Oseams. Yeah, I heard they bite around, I think, in the dusk, or I think they get in. I really think they get in, but they don't know how to get out. I've kind of been at my wits' end. I don't know how to stop these damn bugs. Yeah. Yeah, if you see some of the live footage about people working the polls, you'll see how freaking slow it is. Like they take their sweet ass time, and if they were unpaid volunteers, they would be fired, at least in New York. They would be told, yeah, you work too slow, work faster, and yeah, yeah, I just, what, I mean, like the whole thing about that food pantry thing, I can't shake it from me because I kind of think, man, the audacity of that kind of thing. But I know it's very strange for me to say it, but sometimes I think about that. Like while I'm loading things or while I'm putting stuff in like in a community fridge, I kind of think, or while I'm putting, giving things out to people, I kind of think in my head, man, so fucking slow according to that one food pantry. They would fire me if they could. They'd be like, you need to work faster. You need to much work faster. And I'm an unpaid volunteer. So that's why I was here at that place. And it was so petty and it was so, short-sighted. And that's why I encourage you guys, if you do volunteer and you do think and you do kind of have this kind of experience where you have people who get power hungry and they think like, yeah, I'm gonna boss these unpaid volunteers around, or I'm gonna be rude to them, blah 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 blah, just like walk away. Walk away, because if you're not getting paid for your time, definitely don't put up with that kind of crap. So I don't know, if that, I hate to say it this way, but if that food pantry has very low turnout for volunteers, sometimes I would think, look within, see what's causing that kind of issue. issue, not just blame the volunteers. It's so easy for some companies, for instance, to blame the fact that, oh yeah, our workers are not good enough. That's why we have such high turnover. It's because we can't get good workers. But sometimes if you look at it, it could just be management. You know, it could be management, it could be the people in charge, but it's harder to take accountability. Um, and look at upper management or management rather than look at, you know, what's really going on. Yeah, so kind of like a power thing, and it's yeah. Wow, $100 a day. Oh, okay. Yeah, so yeah, look at the streams about that and see what goes on, and you'll see how freaking slow some of these workers are. I forgot what state it is. I'm not saying it's definitely not all states. There are people who work very hard to count these ballots, but that one person that I saw opening those envelopes, I was like, geez, what's this, 2 minutes to open an envelope? This is why we wait so freaking long for the election results if we have more people like this. Very slow. So it seemed like they were opening it by hand and then they were putting the folded envelope face down. Yeah, so anyway, I gotta get going. So I will talk to you guys later. And you guys take care.